if you hit the chat, tell all your girls. I'm scared to ask if we the last time never.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're making a part of the waistcoat you saw in the thumbnail. But first I want to go ahead and say thank you all so much for 100 subscribers, you guys. It means so much to me. Thank you all so much. Now without further ado, let's get to the video. So for starters, we're going to draw our starting line. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. Then on that starting line, I'm going to mark my neck width, which is going to be 3 inches. After that, I'll come down by 1.5 inches and join them. So that's my neckline. Next, on that same starting line, I'm going to go ahead and mark half of my shoulder measurement, like so. Then I'll come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slant, after which I'll join to the main line there. Next, we're going to mark our armhole measurement. So for this, you're going to measure around your armhole. Whatever I get, you divide by 2. So I got 17 divided by 2 is 8.5. So I'm just going to mark it there, like so. And I'll mark it on this side as well, so that I can join a line. And that line will now become my chest line. So I'm just going to join the tip of that shoulder slant to the chest line, like so. Now on this line here, we're going to find the midpoint and mark that. From there, we'll go in by half an inch and I will connect it to the top there till we get to the chest line. This is creating our armhole curve. Hi, so this is Future Ifa here, and when editing I realized you couldn't see, so let me explain. So this armhole curve is just me going in by half inch on that 8.5 line and then joining that point to the top there and then to the chest line to get our armhole curve. And for the bust line, I measured from my shoulder to bust measurement, so you can use yours. And then I drew that line and I got my bust line. I did same by measuring shoulder to waist measurement to get my waistline. For the dart, I measured half of my nipple to nipple measurement and I marked that line there from the bust line to the waistline. And then of course I measured half inch on both sides of the line and joined it to that point on the bust line as well. I also went ahead to add 1 inch allowance on the side and then half inch allowance on the shoulder and the neckline before going ahead to cut. Okay, so I've gone ahead to cut the back piece. Now we're going to use it to cut the front. Now you see my neckline depth. Initially in the video I said to go down by 1.5 inches, but I went down by 3, so this is just me. I've corrected that. So I'm just going to label this side the center front. Now on this new piece of paper I'm going to use to draft the front, I've marked out 2 inches. I'll label that my buttonhole allowance. So I'm going to put the center front on the buttonhole allowance line. Let me hold it down with my scissors. Now we're just going to transfer the same measurements, but the only difference is going to be the V neckline and the V at the bottom. So for the V neckline on this line here, I'll come down by 8, which is how deep I want the neckline to be. Then I'm going to copy this measurement here and then I'll join them together like so. Now I'm just going to connect it into the buttonhole allowance like so. Now at the bottom part of my back piece here, I'm just going to mark the midpoint. And from that midpoint, I'll come down by 4 inches. And then I'll connect it to each side of the back piece to get this V shape effect. From here, pretty much trace everything else with the back pattern. And we're done. So now I'll go ahead and just cut it out. So this is what I have. I'll go ahead and label it as the front. Don't forget to cut both of these pieces on fold, you guys. And we're done. Thank you so much for watching up to this point. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.